everyone. So this is about Katra. So we're going to be looking at setting up your Katra calendar. If you've never done this before, this video is going to take you through how you can set up your calendar. So to start, select the calendar button here. And then you can choose the kind of model you want, the calendar model. So you can have the consultant model. You can have a recurrence class, and this is for classes that you are repeating. You can have the JIB model, and you can have a live event model. So they are quite diverse. But for this study, or for this training, I'm just going to show you how to use the consultant model. So we're going to select that and then create. So the first thing you need to do is to title your calendar. So we're going to call this calendar discovery call, for instance. Okay, and then we create. Okay, so here now I'm going to now start the configuration. So what I do usually is I change the logo to my current logo, which is this. So once you've done that, you confirm. And then you go on to the calendar. You can choose the different colors. You can change the color you want from this to another one. So we're going to change the color now. So you can't, they have limited options. So you need to choose one of the options here. So I'm just going to pick this brown color, but there are other colors if you want to have a look at all of them. And then you save and next. Then here you can create multiple calendars within the same class, but I'm going to show that to you, multiple classes rather than within the same class. I'm going to explain that to you. So you just need to say, yes, you understand, and then you can start your calendar. So remember, we called it discovery call, okay? And then free one-time call for new clients, something like that. So this will be the public, so you need to know what you're writing in there. So you can reduce the time, you say 0, and then you put in like 10, 20 minutes, and then you choose the team member, and then add. Then this is where you go on to put in the dates, the availability. So you select the available days. So you choose how many days you want. So if you have like time every day for a particular time, you can select as many days as possible. So I'm going to just show you selecting a couple of days, Monday and Friday, and then I'm going to fix the time. So the time is on a 24-hour clock because I've set mine to be like that. I think this is at the settings level, so you can set yours as well to be either the 24 or the 12-hour clock, depending on what you prefer. I prefer the 24-hour clock. So I can say 11:30. I can choose many other times. I don't have to stick with just one time. And then once I've selected all the times, I can select add. Okay, and then if you have specific times you're not available, you can choose that here. You can just select, maybe you're not available for the whole of January, you just remove that. Then you know for the whole of January, no one can book you on. Okay, or you can choose particular dates as well. So you can offer different number of sessions, but I'm just going to leave it as 1. Here, you can choose whether you want people to book the same day or you want them to book today or tomorrow or within the next 2 days. You have all these options. That's one of the beautiful things about Katra. It gives you a lot of options. And then you can have booking restrictions. You can say, oh, no, you cannot book only bookings for today, so people can only book for that day, or you can say only booking within the next 3 days. So it's really up to you. If you want to limit it so that people can only book for a certain time period, and then after that they can book, you can do that as well. So I'm going to say at this point, no booking restrictions. Then you can block dates that you know you're not going to be available. You can block all the dates out. I'm just going to leave that, but if you do have dates you want to block out, you can. So we can always block out Christmas, so I can do that, so I can show you. So I'll block out 25th, add, and then you can add another date. You can choose in let's put 26th, add. Okay, so you can block as many dates as you want to, and then sync appointments to avoid double booking. This is very important. I think it's best to always sync it so that you don't have someone double booking into your calendar. So I'm going to do sync appointments across multiple classes and calendars. If you haven't added either your Google or your Outlook calendar, is something you need to add, integrate to your Katra so that all your bookings go directly into your calendar, and then save. So I've done that. Then this point I need to save this as well, the schedule. You can add other classes if you want, but I'm only adding one class to that. And then you can say sync with my Google Calendar. Yes, I do want to sync. And then I select my Google Calendar, and then I put that on there and then save. So it is going to integrate, it's integrated with my Google Calendar, so I'm going to get that. And then meeting room, it's good to always add a meeting room to that. So I have Zoom or Google Meet. I'll just choose Google Meet and I'll save that. And then from there, if you see all you have is the green ticks, that means you are great, and then you can go save. So next is the registration. So I would say registration for this discovery call is free. So I'll leave that as free. If it is paid, you will need to do an extra bit of work by going to the product section. I'll show that to you in another video, how you can set up the paid section. Then after that, you go on to save, because that's what I need. And then time zone conversion, I always let the users select their respective time zone so that they can see their own time. Yeah, and then save. Then next, your success message setup, you can decide to change it. I'm not going to change it at this point. Then reminders, I always think it's good to send a reminder. So I'll say yes, communicate with your users. Then you choose your email account that you've already integrated before. And then you can say send a booking confirmation. You can have a look at the email and you can edit it and make it better if you want. Save. And then I can say, no, don't send reminders. And then I will now say, or I can save that, or I send reminders. I prefer to send out a reminder. So you just select that and then you choose new reminder. And then you can see the template. You can modify it to what you want it to be. And you can also change the time. Let me show that to you briefly. So you can change the time from, if you want it to be just one day, you can choose how often or when you want the reminder to be sent. You can send 2 different reminders as well. You can add as many reminders as you want to. And then save and next. Then you can decide to allow or not allow cancellations. And then whether you want it to be approved or you want to do a manual approval, that's really your decision. I'm going to leave it the way it is. And then at this point, you can automate. So you can subscribe them to a list. If you have a sequence that you have set up, you can do that as well. And any other automation you would like to set up, I will do another video showing you how to set up an automation. And then once you're done with that, congratulations, your calendar has been saved. And then you can select this and then you can get your calendar link. You can change it to your own domain, and then you can call it what you want to name it. So I'm just going to leave it as discovery call and then select that, and that is done. So to have a view of your calendar, you just select that and you can have a look at what your calendar looks like. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching.